Good morning, students of standard 12. Welcome in day 22. Okay, as you know that in day 21 I have finished a chapter 3 by exercise 3C. Okay, today I am going to teach you new exercise, new chapter, which is very important to you all, because this chapter is also you will read in graduation in part 1 or BTech in part 1. Okay, so today I am going to start a new chapter 4, integration using partial fractions. Okay, when you go in higher classes, that means integration part 1 part 2, or you will do BTech, then this portion is applied on that day. Okay, so you will very careful about this topic. Let us see partial fraction. Okay, first of all, the term is rational function. What is the rational number? Rational function. Before discussing this, I am talking to you all. What is the rational number? It is too easy. You have studied in lower classes. Okay, rational means those numbers which are written in the p by q form. Okay, that is called rational number. But here you will study about rational function. Function means any polynomials is known as function, and it is written as f of x, g of x. That means those mathematical expression which can be written in the form of f of x by g of x, where f of x and g of x is polynomial of any degree, is known as rational function. Okay, so let us see here. If f of x and g of x are polynomial function such that g of x not equal to 0, you know, in a rational number where q not equal to 0, where g of x is denominator, so q of x never should be 0, then f of x by g of x is called a rational function. Okay, now see, important point is here that you have studied about proper fraction or proper rational number. The fraction or the rational number in which numerator is less than denominator is known as proper fraction. Numerator is less than denominator is known as proper rational number. Okay, here the term is proper rational fraction. That means if the degree of numerator is less than the degree of denominator, that means g of x, then it is called proper rational function. Okay, if degree of f of x is less than degree of g of x, then f of x by d of x is called a proper rational function. Okay, that means when you will divide a quadratic polynomial by a cubic polynomial, then this function is known as proper rational function. Okay, and just vice versa, if degree of f of x is greater than or equal to also degree of g of x, then f of x by g of x is called an improper rational function. As for example, when a cubic polynomial is divided by another cubic polynomial, or a cubic polynomial is divided by quadratic polynomial, then such type of function or rational function is known as improper rational functions. Okay, now important point is another important point here. If f of x by g of x is an improper rational function, that means cubic polynomial divided by quadratic polynomial. Okay, then by dividing f of x by g of x, we can express f of x by g of x as the sum of a polynomial and a proper rational function. Suppose that you have to take here 3 by 2, then you have to write here 1 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so we can write here like whole number plus fraction. So same is here, if denominator is less than numerator or cubic polynomial by quadratic polynomial, then it can be expressed as the sum of polynomial. That means you have to write here one polynomial and a proper rational function, and this is proper rational function in which quadratic polynomial by cubic polynomial. Okay, so when you divide cubic polynomial by quadratic polynomial, then it can be written as the sum of a polynomial and a proper rational function. Okay, now student, see partial fraction. Any proper rational function p of x by g of x can be expressed as the sum of rational functions each having a simplest factor qx. Okay, each such fraction is known as a partial fraction, and the process of obtaining them is called the decomposition or resolving of the given function into partial fraction. Okay, listen once again. Any proper rational function, that means numerator is less degree as compared to denominator. Okay, any proper rational function p of x by q of x can be expressed as the sum of rational function each having a simplest factor qx. Each such fraction is known as a partial fraction, and the process of obtaining them is called the decomposition or resolving of the given function into partial fraction. Okay, now this is the method of how to solve such type of fractions. The method is here. We first resolve, that means we first partitionate the denominator. You have to partitionate the denominator term of the given function into simplest factors. Okay, on the basis of these factors we obtain the corresponding partial fraction as rules given below. Let us see how are the rules. Friends, see how to partitionate any partial fraction. Okay, so factor in the denominator, first of all you will select the factor and corresponding partial fraction. When denominator is in the x minus a form, that means in linear equation, then you have to partitionate a by x minus a. Okay, you will resolve a by x minus a. X minus b square, that means when partial fraction is in quadratic form, then you will partitionate a by x minus b plus b by x minus b whole square. If denominator is x minus c to the power q form, then you have to partitionate a by x minus c plus b by x minus c square plus c by x minus c whole cube. Okay, and the last, if the denominator is in the form of quadratic equation ax square plus bx plus c, then you have to partitionate ax plus b by ax square plus bx plus c. Student, today I have explained, I have introduced how to resolve partial fraction. Okay, so today's your homework is for day 22. Write down homework for day 22. Learn all the methods for partial fraction. Okay, learn all the methods for partial fraction. This is your homework for day 22. Student, today's class is over. Thanks to all of you for watching me. Have a nice day.